Hello, YouTube family. Thank you again for being here. I honestly and truly appreciate you tuning in to watch this recordings that we do weekly, and we're going to try to post them at least twice a week. And as you know, this is Jim, your Christian life coach, and please, I'm encouraging you to visit our website on top of my head. We are running promotions, we're running specials with the summer being here. So please take advantage of the sun specials. We're going to call them the sun deal specials, right? For sessions for yourself, your family, your significant other, for couples, whatever it is that you are going through. I want to let you know that you're not alone. I'm here to help you. My main objective of doing this, honestly, is to assist you to grow, to tell you that you're not alone. Life has gotten very complicated, very busy, very stressful lately, and I know it's scary at times, but I'm here to let you know that you're not alone. First of all, God is with you at all times, and He's not going to abandon you. Second of all, I'm a Christian life coach. I bring techniques, I bring experience. I've been doing this for 16 plus years, and I want to help you. Allow me to help you. Allow yourself to have a better, successful relationship with yourself, with God, and with your significant others. So thank you once again for watching. Thank you for being here. Please visit our website. Please go to our Facebook page and also follow us on Instagram. We are posting daily thoughts, daily Bible verses, daily encouragement, daily motivational. We want you to do best. My main objective is for you to be happy. And happiness nowadays is something that is a little scary, a little difficult to find, because sometimes we're looking for happiness in the wrong places or in the wrong people. And it's very hard to find happiness if we don't know where to look for or where it might be. But most importantly, it's very hard to find happiness if we are not happy ourselves. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about happiness. And I know it's very complex and it's very deep, and it might take us years to define happiness, or years to really promote or be happy, right? It's not something that happens right away. But I want us to think about that for a minute. I've been dealing with a lot of couples and a lot of one-on-one calls where people are finding that it's hard to stay happy, that it's hard to remain happy in a relationship with themselves, at a church, in a group setting, in a community. So there's a lot of that going on. And I'm blaming anyone. I'm not saying you're wrong if you're not happy. It's completely human nature not to feel happy. It's completely human nature not to feel the happiness in a specific time or phase. Remember, life is phases, right? Life moves in phases. So sometimes we might not be happy in this phase, but it's a phase. It'll pass. This too shall pass, right? But I want us to concentrate in that happiness for a minute. And why is it hard to be happy? And I want you to know that the harder thing of why we're not happy is because we're looking for happiness in the wrong places or in the wrong people at times. And also, if I am not happy with myself, I will not be happy anywhere. So I want us to think about that for a minute. And this is going to be a short video. I don't want to talk too much about it. Rather give you information, rather give you something to think about, rather leave you with something for you to start thinking and let it marinate on your end and make movements, right? Make choices, make changes in your life. First of all, we have to define what is happiness. And what is happiness, right? Do we know what happiness is? A lot of us don't even know what is happiness because we've never experienced it. We never had the opportunity. We have never given ourselves the time, space, and respect to enjoy happiness. Second of all, I don't even know what makes me happy. So how can I look for something that I don't know what it is? It's very difficult. And most of us in relationships are looking for happiness elsewhere rather than internally. In order for me to be happy in a relationship with someone else, I have to be happy with myself. And that's the hardest part. So I want to challenge you today by start approaching the word happiness, or approaching happiness within yourself in every possible way: mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, financially. I want you to be happy in all of those aspects, in all of those realms, right? But how do I find that? And the only way we can find that is by doing a self-evaluation, myself, of who I am, of what I want, what makes me happy, right? So question yourself, ask the question and answer yourself. What makes you happy? Do I know what makes me happy? And I want to challenge you by starting doing this. One, stay in prayers. I know it's very hard sometimes to find the time, to find the space, to find a moment. Our lives are busy, and I totally get it. Believe me, if anyone knows, that is me, right? Our lives are extremely busy, but we have to find the time, the space, the respect we owe God to sit with Him, before Him, and pray and read the Bible and tell Him He knows my heart, right? He knows what's in my heart. But we have to verbalize it. We have to come to Him with our worriness, with our situations, with our problems. And once you find the time and space to go to God in prayer with your problems, believe me, you're going to start finding the answers. Going back to the happiness, right? So go to God in prayer with your problems. What's not, what's bothering you? What is not making you happy? Once you hear God telling you, you're going to realize that the best thing to do is to work on yourself before you work on your partner. Work on yourself before you work on your significant other. I cannot demand my wife to give me happiness if I'm not happy within myself. And remember, we always have this notion that I'm looking for happiness in my wife, right? It shouldn't be that way. I should be happy. My wife should be happy by herself. I'm happy by myself. Now we can enhance two happy people. Now we can enhance and be happy together. But making someone responsible for my happiness is a lot of responsibility. So I want us to think about that. I cannot give that responsibility or that much power over my wife. And vice versa. My wife should not give me that responsibility to make her happy all the time, at all times, right? I think if we work on being happy within ourselves, with each other first, then we can be happy and enhance happiness in the marriage, in the relationship, in the friendship, in any relationship with each other. So I want us to think about this. Happiness. I have to be happy with myself in order to find happiness elsewhere. I can be in the happiest place on earth, but if I'm not happy within myself, I will not feel happy in the happiest place on earth. And I want you to think about this. I can be in the happiest place on earth, but if I'm not happy within myself, I will not be happy in that place. So that being said, happiness is actually something that happens from within. And we also, all of us are actually looking for happiness outside of us. And that is very hard to find because happiness outside of us is momentarily. Happiness outside of us could be just a bag, a drink, a trip, a car, something materialistic that's going to fade away very rapidly. But if we find happiness within ourselves, if we find happiness within God and the relationship we have with God, that happiness will last. And that happiness, I bring it everywhere I go, at any given point, at any given time. So I want you to think about this for a minute. Finding happiness must be within, not in the exterior world. However, society has given us the notion that I can be happy if I drive the best car, the most expensive car. If I can be happy if I wear the most expensive suit, or I'll be happy if I have the best job, or I'll be happy. But there's always something else that I'm going to want, materialistic speaking, right? Rather, I challenge you to be happy within your heart, within yourself, with a good relationship with God, with a firm, solid relationship. And then once you're happy with God, you will be happy with yourself. And then you will enhance happiness anywhere you go. You will bring happiness anywhere you go. So you can be in the saddest place on earth, but if you're happy, that place will be just fine. And I want you to think about the difference between being in the happiest place and you're sad versus being in the saddest place and you're happy. So think about that for a minute, right? And you don't have to give me an answer right now. You don't have to give an answer to yourself right now, but I want you to think about it as you move forward. So finding happiness is something that happens from within. You will not find happiness in a relationship. You will not find happiness in your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or things, right? Like clothing, bags or handbags or designer shoes or the best car, whatever that might be. I want you to start training your mind to find and see the positive thing in every circumstance, in every situation, because that's going to make you start practicing to be positive and be happy with yourself. So I want you to think about that for a minute. I know I said I wasn't going to talk much in this video, but I also want to challenge you to start practicing loving yourself a little bit more. And I think I talked about this before. A lot of us are always taking care of someone else and don't take care of our needs. And it's completely normal, right? We play so many roles: mother, fathers, uncles, aunts, grandparents, sisters, brothers. So we play so many roles that we kind of have to take care of someone else and put myself in the back burner. I want to challenge you to be a little selfish this time around when you're practicing this, and put yourself first, right? Put yourself first, and then you can go ahead. Just for this purpose, I don't want us to be selfish, but just for the purpose of experiencing happiness that are foolish. Number one, experience happiness by going to God with your problems and situations. Number two, start loving yourself a little bit more. Number three, once you're happy, you can enhance happiness in any relationship. And that will be with your wife, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your significant others, with your mother, with your father, with your siblings, neighbors, community. So I want you to think about that. This is the three things I challenge you to do. Be happy with a relationship with God. If you're not happy with that relationship, then you need to work on that relationship. Start reading the Bible, start praying. If you're not happy with yourself, then you need to work in that relationship and start loving yourself a little bit more. Think about what makes you happy. What are the things and the events and the thoughts that make you happy? Give yourself the time, respect, and need that you deserve to be happy. And the third one, enhance that happiness by sharing with someone else once you're happy. And that will make a good relationship. That will make a very healthy, happy relationship. So I just want you to think about that. I want to put that out there real quick for you to get you thinking of, am I happy with God? Am I happy with myself? Am I happy in my relationships? And if the answers are no to all three of those questions, then that's something that now we know that we need to work on that. And there's nothing wrong if you answer yes to all three of those questions, right? Or if you answer no to all three of those questions. If you answer no to all those three questions, then you need to work on that. Work in your relationship with God, work in your relationship with yourself, work in your relationship with others. And we all have to do the work. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. So I challenge you to be patient with yourself, to respect and love yourself a little bit more. And obviously, spend time with God. Thank you once again for watching. I truly appreciate it. Remember, this is Jim, your Christian life coach. And I want to invite you to check our website, to go to our Facebook page, to go to our Instagram channel page, so you can and continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so. If not, share your thoughts with other friends. If this might not apply to you, then it's good. Maybe you can bless someone else. I'm here to help you. Thank you once again for watching. Remember, continue to smile because God loves you. Take care. I'll see you next time.